We're pleased to be joined by Randy Page, the Chief Operating Officer over on Haig Point on Daufuskie Island. Now, Randy, we know about the great homes at Haig Point. We know about the great golf at Haig Point, but there's a lot of amazing history there as well, starting with the Tabby Ruins. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Well, Haig Point is home to probably the largest collection of still standing slave quarter Tabby ruins in South Carolina. And so on our property right at the north end, there are three remaining structures from the slave quarters, and Haig Point is undertaking a project this year to restore those Tabby ruins.
That sounds like fun. Explain the origin of Tabby.
Tabby is a traditional building material used in North Africa, and that was brought over by the slaves and also with the Spanish. And you see it's very common up and down the coast, on the Atlantic coast from South Carolina to Florida. It's a real simple product. It looks somewhat like concrete, but it's mixed with shell. In the past, the way it's done traditionally is you burn shell to create lime, you add sand, and then mix it with whole pieces of shell to create sort of a concrete-like structure. It's poured into forms and then it hardens. And so it's a formal way of doing that.
Is it a particular characteristic that makes it better in some cases than other materials? I mean, well, what is its strength, I guess?
Well, I think the strength of it is that the materials could be found on hand. And so you're looking at something from starting for many centuries, but in North America from the 1600s. And people in the low country were able to get their hands on that material. Obviously, there's a lot of sand, a lot of shell, and so it doesn't require any materials being imported.
Now, what steps are you all taking over there to preserve the ruins?
Well, what we're doing is we've engaged Colin Brooker, who's an architect and a preservationist. He teams with Rick Whiteman. Rick is a specialist in Tabby restoration. What we're going to do with them over the next 8 weeks is we're bringing in materials. They will work to seal the tops. It's a very porous type of material once it's exposed. They will work in traditional methods to shore up and restore our Tabby ruins to a more historical accuracy. The ruins themselves are about 150 years old, so our goal is to keep them upright, seal the tops, and repair any patches where some of it has deteriorated.
Okay. Now, there are some other historic structures found at Haig Point, aren't there?
Mm-hmm. We're well known for the Haig Point Lighthouse, which was built in 1873.
Right.
The lighthouse was in operation from 1873 until the 1920s, when it was decommissioned by the Coast Guard. It was fully restored by International Paper in 1986, and currently we use it as a guest house. We also use it for real estate prospects to Haig Point. It's a 2-bedroom sitting right out on the Calabogie Sound.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I'm sure it is. Well, congratulations on getting this project going. We look forward to seeing it as it continues to progress, and maybe taking a look at the finished product, which will be, let's see, finished but still 150 years old.
That's right.
That's the best part about it.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, thanks so much, Randy Page, the COO at Haig Point.